Kenta expected a routine cleaning. His new dentist was young, her mint green hair pulled back under a surgical cap, but when she brought his X-ray up on the screen, her entire body went still.
This is my work. From that night.
What is she seeing? It's just a filling.
The free clinic. That night, he was so young. This repair. It's very specific. Did you ever go to a free dental clinic? About 10 years ago.
How? How do you know that?
Because I was there. I was the student who treated you. I fixed your front tooth.
I searched for that clinic. I wanted to thank someone. It was you.
And just like that, a decade of silence cracked open between them.
But how do you remember my teeth from 10 years ago? I don't even remember your face.
I was a dental student then, volunteering at that free clinic. I assisted on emergency cases that night.
I barely remember the dentist's face. I was too out of it from the pain and the relief.
I don't remember your face either. Just the work I did. It was a complicated repair.
I went back to that clinic a few years ago, wanting to thank whoever fixed me. The building was boarded up.
The clinic lost its funding a few years later. I stopped volunteering there after that.
Do you still do volunteer work? Ever?
Sometimes, on a certain day each year. It's personal. Your teeth are in good shape now. Come back in 6 months for a regular checkup.
Kenta walked home through the evening streets, the appointment scheduled, but his mind fixed on what she hadn't said. The reason behind that certain day.
That night, the pain had been so bad I almost passed out.
10 years ago, at 19, he'd stood outside a rundown free clinic, one hand clamped over his shattered front tooth.
I had no money, no insurance, just a broken tooth and desperation.
Inside, a dental student with tired eyes and trembling hands worked long past closing. She didn't ask for payment. She didn't know his name. She simply repaired the damage and let him go.
That kindness was a turning point. It made me believe people could be good.
For years, he'd wanted to thank someone. Now he'd found her. But why did she still volunteer on a certain day?
She's hiding something, but I can't just let this go.
He reopened the clinic's booking site. A follow-up appointment, but this time, he had a different reason. The next day, he called. I have some concerns after my cleaning. I'd like to come in again. The follow-up was brief. As he stood to go, Kenta turned, unwilling to let the moment slip away.
Dr. Hina, if you have time, would you grab coffee with me? I have something I need to ask.
He's more persistent than I expected.
It's about that free clinic night, and why you still do this every year.
She agreed, and an hour later they sat across from each other in a quiet cafe.
You could have asked at the clinic. What is it you really want to know?
You said you still volunteer. Let me help. Whatever you are doing, I owe you that.
It's not a public thing. Just something I do on my own. I don't need help.
But why? There's a reason you do it on that day. I can see it matters to you.
She stood abruptly, her coffee untouched. I have to go. As she left, Kenta's resolve hardened. Weeks later, at a bustling community health fair, Kenta spotted Hina behind a dental booth, her mint green hair unmistakable.
Kenta? This is a surprise.
I heard about the fair. Thought I'd offer a hand. I still owe you for that night, remember?
He won't give up until he knows the truth.
She handed him a stack of flyers. For an hour, he watched her soothe a frightened child and steady an elderly patient, her voice never wavering.
This is more than a job. It's like she's fulfilling a promise.
As the fair wound down, and they packed boxes, a volunteer called out, "Great, seeing you, Hina. See you at the annual memorial next month." The words hit Kenta like a tuning fork.
Oh, that's just a small private event. Nothing you need to worry about.
An annual memorial? What do you do? Let me help with that too.
She turned and walked away without answering. But one word stuck in Kenta's mind, memorial. Something had happened on a specific date every year, and he was going to find out what. That night, Kenta sat at his computer, scouring public records for any connection between Hina and a memorial. He found a death certificate from a decade ago. Hina's father had died on the 14th of November of a dental infection left untreated.
The annual memorial. It's on the anniversary of her father's death. She's been carrying this alone.
A photo of Hina's father accompanied the obituary. A kind-faced man who'd never seen his daughter become a dentist. Kenta's chest tightened. The date was too close. His own emergency had been in winter. Could it have been the same night?
I have to know for sure. But I need to ask her first. This is too personal to dig up without her.
He called the dental office. The receptionist said Hina was finishing a procedure. Could he leave a message? Kenta hesitated and then spoke. Tell her it's Kenta. I'd like to meet again. There's something I need to discuss about the 14th of November. He hung up, his hand trembling. He had uncovered her secret, but he wouldn't force it into the open without her. Now he just had to wait and hope she wouldn't run again. The following evening, Hina met him at a cafe on the quiet side of town, her face strained but composed.
You said the 14th of November. How do you know that date?
I found the obituary. I know it's the anniversary of your father's passing. I didn't want to ambush you, but I had to ask.
He knows. He dug that deep. My father died from a dental infection he couldn't afford to treat. I became a dentist for him. Every the 14th of November, I do one free case. That's my memorial.
That night at the free clinic, was I that case? Your first?
Yes, you were the first.
The night she saved me. It was the same day she lost her father. I have to confirm it.
He didn't ask her the date of his emergency. Not yet. He'd need proof she couldn't deny. As she stared into her cup, Kenta resolved to find his old records. The truth was close, but he wouldn't pull it from her until he was certain. In his apartment, Kenta combed through old digital folders, searching for anything dated that winter decade ago. A calendar reminder popped up: dental clinic appointment, the 14th of November. He'd never deleted it.
That was the night. I'd forgotten the exact date, but my phone never did.
He opened an old chat log. A friend's message from that day. Sucks about the tooth. Hope the clinic helps. Timestamp, 10:17 p.m., the 14th of November.
She lost her father that day, and she saved my smile that same night. It can't be a coincidence.
He grabbed his phone and dialed the dental office. The receptionist answered.
This is Kenta. I need to speak with Dr. Hina. It's about something we discussed, about the 14th of November.
The receptionist paused. Dr. Hina is in surgery. I can leave a message. Kenta's voice was steady. Tell her I found proof. The date she's been honoring. It's the same night we met. Tell her to call me, please. He set the phone down and waited. The truth now rested in her hands. He could only hope she'd pick it up. Late that night, Hina called back. Her voice was hoarse, drained from surgery, but steady, as if she'd made a decision.
Meet me at the park. I have something to show you. Proof that the date we've been talking about, it's ours.
20 minutes later, they sat on a bench beneath the bare branches of autumn trees, the cold air biting, but their focus entirely on each other.
Look at this, my old calendar. I'd set a reminder for the free clinic appointment and never deleted it, the 14th of November.
That's the day my father died. You came to the clinic on the anniversary. It wasn't just a random night.
There's more. A message from a friend that night, time-stamped after I left the clinic. It says, "Hope the clinic helps." That was you.
All these years, I thought I was the only one who carried that date. But you were there too. It makes it real.
Her voice broke on the last word. The weight of a decade's solitude, suddenly lighter because someone else understood. Without a word, Kenta reached over and took her hand. For a long, silent moment, they just held on. The truth was out, but the question that still hung between them, whether she would let the world into her private memorial, remained unanswered.
Since that night, every the 14th of November, I've treated one free patient. Just one. In secret.
You've done that alone for a decade. It's incredible. But it doesn't have to stop there.
He doesn't understand. This is my private grief, not a cause. If I make it public, it feels like I am exploiting his death. I can't do that.
Your father died from lack of care. Helping others in his name honors him far more than silence.
Maybe he's right, but giving up my solitary ritual feels like a betrayal.
What if we start a small free clinic? Once a year, on the anniversary, in his memory.
I need time. This has been my sacred ritual for 10 years. I can't decide tonight.
I'll wait. But your father's legacy deserves more than one patient a year.
She nodded, her hand still in his. The answer wasn't ready, but for the first time, the weight was shared. For a week, Kenta barely slept. He sketched flyers, logos, anything to give the 14th of November a voice. He called Hina over. When she walked in, he held out a colorful draft, the date bold and center.
You made a flyer with the date? This is too much, Kenta. It feels like I'm turning my father's death into a marketing campaign.
Number. You are giving his story a chance to save others. There's a difference.
Why is he so determined? This isn't just about him wanting to repay me.
Hina, there's another reason I've been so pushy. I didn't just find my dentist. I found someone I can't stop thinking about.
What are you saying?
I am saying I am falling for you. This clinic isn't just about honor. It's about us.
The flyer remained on the table, but the space between them had shifted. The weight of his confession hung heavier than any date. Hina walked home alone, her father's face and Kenta's words colliding inside her chest. She knelt before the small shrine, lighting incense for the only man who'd ever believed in her.
You died because we were poor. I became a dentist so no one else would feel the shame. But is my secret enough? Dad, he asked me to share you with the world. I am so scared it'll cheapen your memory, but you'd probably tell me to stop hiding. To let my hands do what my heart can't.
At 2:12 a.m., her phone lit up. She called Kenta before the courage could slip away.
Hina, it's late. Is everything okay?
I'll do it. The clinic. But it stays small, and it stays about him. No flashy flyers.
I promise. We'll honor him exactly the way you want. No shortcuts.
She pressed the locket to her lips. The date was no longer just a loss. It was the start of something they'd build together. They started calling clinics and halls. Every place said the same thing. A one-day dental event, too small to rent space.
Another no. That's 4 in a row. Maybe this whole idea was selfish.
No, we just haven't found the right place yet. I'll try the community center next.
Then the dentist they'd lined up to help called. He'd taken another job that day and couldn't come. Hina's hands trembled.
One dentist. One patient. Maybe that's all I was meant to do. Kenta, we lost our one other dentist. Maybe this is a sign I shouldn't go public.
Number. We'll find someone else, or you'll be the only dentist. It doesn't matter. The clinic happens.
He spent 2 hours in the rain, knocking on doors. The director of a tiny community center finally said yes. No charge.
Hina, we have a venue. A real place. It's small, but it's ours for the day.
She met him there, the two of them standing in the quiet hall. The date still felt fragile, but for the first time, they had a door they could open. Dawn of the 14th of November. Hina stood alone in the community center, trembling, a portable dental chair waiting by the window.
What if nobody comes? What if I am just a girl playing dress-up in her father's memory?
Then you'll be a girl keeping his promise. And they will come, because people in pain always find the light.
The first patient arrived, a tired older man with a hand over his jaw. Then a mother with a child. Then more. Hina's hands steadied over each mouth. Fillings, extractions, cleanings, every touch a small act of remembering. Between patients, she glanced across the room. Kenta was handing a child a sticker, his eyes already finding hers.
He's not just helping. He's making sure I am okay.
By late afternoon, the center had seen 22 patients, the last child left with a clean tooth and a wave.
We did it. 22 lives. My father would have cried seeing this.
Kenta didn't answer with words. He simply took her hand, and they stood in the quiet of a day that would never be small again. When the last patient left, Kenta and Hina sat on the dusty floor, the flyer still pinned to the board above them.
This little paper. It's the first time my father's name was attached to something hopeful.
She traced the date with her finger. The ink that had once felt like exposure now felt like permanence.
Let's make it permanent, a non-profit, so your father's name never fades.
He's not just offering to build a clinic. He's offering to build a future.
Hina looked at him, the man who'd taken her private grief and turned it into a public hope.
Okay, let's do it, together. A clinic in his name.
Kenta leaned in. In the quiet hall, their lips met for the first time, a kiss born from a decade of secret grief. It was soft, tentative, but it sealed more than a promise. It sealed a partnership. When they pulled back, both breathless, the flyers still hung on the wall, the date now a symbol of shared hope. The weeks that followed were less about romance and more about registrations, tax forms, and notarized signatures.
We need a name. Something that says why we do this.
How about the 14th of November, free dental clinic? No one forgets a date like that.
The date that once broke me is now our banner.
They found a tiny office above a bakery. The first thing Hina carried inside was the original X-ray.
My tooth's about to become famous. People will travel miles to see the great Kenta tooth.
They placed it in a simple wooden frame. Hina brushed her fingers over the ghost of the old filling. Beside it, a small brass plaque inscribed, "The night we met, the 14th of November." The office was ready. A desk, a chair, and on the wall, a reminder of why they started. The date had once meant loss. Now it stood framed as a promise they would never break. Months turned into a year. The clinic grew, and so did the quiet rhythm of their evenings together.
This is my favorite part of the day. Not the surgeries, not the paperwork, just this.
Hey, Hina, have you ever thought about marriage?
A marriage? I mean, I haven't ruled it out with the right person.
Good to know. I was just curious.
He wasn't just curious. That look in his eyes. He's thinking about it. For real.
They finished cooking in a new kind of silence, the comfortable quiet of two people standing on the edge of another promise. On the wall, the framed X-ray seemed to watch over them, a silent witness to a story still unfolding.
Soon, I'll ask her, and that X-ray will be there for the rest of our lives.
The question hadn't been asked yet, but the answer was already beginning to bloom in the spaces between them. The next, the 14th of November, arrived crisp and quiet, the streets glazed with early winter light, as Kenta led Hina to an address she hadn't seen in a decade.
Kenta, why are we here? This isn't the clinic. It's just a convenience store now.
This is where you saved me. Right here. 10 years ago, on this exact spot.
He knelt on the cold pavement, and the hum of the street faded into silence.
This is where you saved me. Let me save you for the rest of our lives.
He's been carrying a ring. All this time. Yes, yes, of course.
She pulled him to his feet and kissed him, the ring box still trembling in his hand. When they parted, the night of the 14th of November had been reclaimed, loss turned to love. He slid the ring onto her finger, and the date that once broke them became the chain that bound them. The wedding was small. Just 40 guests in a garden lit with fairy lights and dental charm.
I never thought a dental cleaning would lead to this.
And you thought I was just checking your teeth.
At the reception, the first flyer they ever made stood on an easel near the cake. The date, the 14th of November, still bold. Instead of a knife, they sliced the cake with a sterilized dental mirror, and the room erupted in laughter. Volunteers and former patients clapped, some wiping tears. This union was also the clinic's anniversary.
This is our family now. The clinic, the patients, us.
Kenta whispered something that made her laugh through the tears, and he kissed the corner of her mouth. The old X-ray sat on a velvet-draped table nearby, its brass plaque catching the candlelight. and the date that once meant loss now hung above them. Gilded and triumphant, the heart of their new beginning. The non-profit outgrew its small room and moved to a bright, spacious office downtown. But the original X-ray moved with it. A young volunteer, fresh out of dental school, paused beneath it, squinting at the odd tooth portrait.
You are wondering about the X-ray? It's the reason this clinic exists.
She told the story briefly. A decade ago, a young man with a shattered tooth walked into a free clinic on the anniversary of her father's death.
I repaired his tooth that night. I never forgot the case. Years later, he walked into my office as a patient.
Behind her, Kenta approached, catching the last words. He slipped his hand into hers.
And I never forgot her kindness, so I married her.
They exchanged a look that held 10 years of grief, forgiveness, and a love built on a broken tooth. In that non-profit office, the X-ray wasn't a medical record. It was the foundation, and the plaque beneath it would remain. The night we met, the 14th of November. Years later, their daughter stood tiptoe beneath the framed X-ray, her small finger tracing the date.
It's an X-ray of the first tooth I ever fixed, sweetheart. The night I met your father.
The 14th of November. I was 19, broke, and I couldn't afford a dentist. Your mother saved me.
And I did it on the same day I lost my own father. I promised myself I'd help someone every year.
The child's eyes grew wide as she looked from the X-ray to her parents.
That night, your mother stayed 2 hours past closing just for me. She never even took my name.
But years later, he walked into my office, and I recognized that repair. I knew it was him.
She knelt to her daughter's level, brushing the strand of mint green hair behind her ear.
That's why we help people. Because one kindness can change a life. It changed ours.
The little girl nodded, her hand reaching for the plaque that read, "The night we met, the 14th of November." The office emptied at dusk, but the X-ray remained, lit by the last strand of sun. Beneath it, the plaque had been updated, the old engraving still there, but a new line added. It wasn't just a medical record anymore. It was proof that mercy could outlive the merciful. A string of paper hearts, made by tiny hands, garlanded the frame, bright against the worn film. On the shelf below, a framed photo of Hina's father watched over the room, his smile unchanged. Every the 14th of November, strangers still walked through that door, guided by an old flyer and a promise. The clinic had started with one broken tooth, but it grew into a promise that kept on giving. Some nights don't just save patients, they save saviors too. And the date remained not as a loss, but as the beginning of everything. The 14th of November.